Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Formula Virtual Racing. We are here for the FVR Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It is infamously known as Azerbaijan, of course, as he has taken 2 wins here over the years, and infamously known as my commentary partner, Brendan. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. It is our last race of 2021.
Yes,
we have
yes.
ups and downs, but we are ending it on a high here. It was a full grid, and pretty much every single driver here.
I think, Brendan, just a quick prediction. We may have some rain in this session, as everyone is out on track in the same sector very early on here.
The Astons were out together, actually. They were like...
Yeah,
they are the first 2 cars, and they are... Now see, Lewis ahead of Legend.
Lewis has been ahead of Legend for a good bit of his FVR career, especially in last season's championship. Lewis McWilliams going to start a lap, Brendan. Do you want to talk us through this one?
So we start with Lewis then?
Yep, we can go with Lewis.
Alright, so first one up, and well, he may be giving a slipstream to his teammate behind, although he has said his quality pace will not be it. Is that... I hardly saw raindrops there, did I?
I don't really know, Brendan, if I'm in all honesty, but I do think we could have some early drama here in qualifying, or maybe we will just skip the lap this week, because we do have some very early drama here in qualifying. There's a lot of cars on circuit. Lewis McWilliams is pulling to the left-hand side of the track, so I'm really not quite sure what's happening. He's on a lap in is the Aston Martin. No drivers replying at this time, so I definitely think we could have some drama early on in the qualifying session.
And obviously going through in the first sector, 34.6, so doesn't seem like it's going to be any rain is affecting him at this point.
Yeah, there's almost everyone apart from Juan Hernandez and Sam Davis are on qualifying runs. So I definitely believe, yep, there's rain. We have rain. There is rain spots just through the castle section, and it will be Lewis McWilliams who will get his lap in first, and the best of the conditions possibly. If you're Juan Hernandez, you will be a little bit panicky right now around Baku, as you will be affected by a bit of rain at the end of your lap. Lewis McWilliams pushing right up against the wall in his Cognizant-sponsored Aston Martin to the final corner. Seb Vettel, of course, getting a podium here in the actual race in this car. The Seb Vettel enthusiast, Lewis McWilliams, is coming across the line, and if Legend could just get a toe down this straight from his teammate up front, there he is flying yellow flags, understandably so. It's very difficult conditions. Let's see where he can go. Across the line comes Lewis McWilliams for a provisional pole. Of course, it is a 1 of 38.7. Is it beaten by Rosenberg? No, it is not. Legend is behind. Next man, it'll be the AlphaTauri of Brady Pollock. There's definitely rain now. Avesta's beaten Legend. That's actually really crucial. In terms of Legend's starting position, Aaron McFall has slotted himself into 5th. 6 tenths behind. Here comes Sonny Glennon. And the Williams will go 2.6 behind the front-running crew of the Alpine. Danny Head-Camper will slot himself up. There's some time shooting up there as Marcel Magiera, Jake Marsh, Luke Davis, Liam Redmond all slotting in, and Preston Brennan shot himself up to 3rd in the McLaren. That's a great lap from him. Gift Bashera goes 11th, and I believe Danny Head-Camper is coming across the line now. Enzo King has gone 6th, Jack Redmond has gone 8th. Danny Head-Camper will go 8th and just beat Jack Redmond. There's one more hassle to run, that is of Sam Davis. He was very fast here yesterday in the Formula Virtual Academy race. Where's he going to go here? He slots himself 5th, definitely affected by some wet weather conditions, as everyone, I believe, some drivers are definitely going to be pushing for another run. Juan Hernandez is coming across to finish his run now. We'll see where he's going. It'll be lower down the grid for him, I can imagine, as he will go to 11th. Alternate strategy for him. Look at the gap at the top between Avesta Gobadi and Lewis McWilliams, 0.014. I can't imagine these drivers. Oh, very close in for Charlie Goodrick. He was horsing it around the infield section of Baku City.
Moving on to the top, it would be Juan who would be the one horsing it around.
That's a bad joke, Brendan. Someone's in the wall, actually. Is that an Alfa Romeo? That's Adrian Teich, and there's an Alpine there as well. It seems like these guys are going to try to get back to the pit lane, possibly, but that was very hectic. We've 19 times on the board with 12 minutes left to go in the session. That is unusual for Formula Virtual Racing, but the rain has hit, and these guys all wanted to run on the slicks. We might see someone. The rain isn't coming down as heavy as I thought, Brendan.
Yeah, not as heavy, but it's still going to make a difference. So obviously maybe even in the...
Oh, here we go. The McLarens are slipstreaming each other here. This is a clever move from the McLaren team. Charlie, of course, is not a great lap so far. We've seen that mistake. No, this isn't going to be a great time at all. He's going to put himself 18th spot on the grid ahead of Adrian Teich and Borbune. But that is it for them, possibly. And there's Luke Davis on another run. No, he's not. There seems to be an AlphaTauri pushing it on a run. Is that the AlphaTauri? I can't quite tell what AlphaTauri it is. It could be a Vestago Badi. If we just go up to him, it is in fact a Vestago Badi. Is he pushing another run? No, he's invalid. He's not pushing another run. And almost everybody back in the pits. What's Danny Head-Camper doing? He is sauntering around very slowly.
Why is there... Wait, hold on. Am I seeing a Red Bull parked on the street?
Yes, you are. That is Borbune. He is out of the session. I think he has crashed on the entrance into the pit lane, and his car was spawned out on track. There's nobody behind him on a run, so he's fine. He's just doing his Max Verstappen impression.
I suppose, is he going to win in championship too? I mean, the Astons have got to watch out.
I think so. There's some complaints about Charlie Goodwick in the stream chat from Jack Redmond. Charlie blocking after hitting the wall. That is why he had to go for a second attempt of Baku.
And this attempt isn't working. He's invalid. And
yeah, he's invalid. As Legend Rosenberg and Preston Brennan are trying again. Enzo King is currently 7th position. Enzo King qualified 7th position twice before in Baku. Enzo King has won twice before in Baku, may I remind you. Not looking all too bad for him.
Do you think Enzo King has won in Baku?
Yeah, I haven't posted about it enough today. I mean, there's evidently not been enough posts on the Instagram. Jack Redmond is gone for the Inters. As Legend Rosenberg is out on a set of slick softs.
Some people are just trying to get a little bit further up, and others maybe are just thinking you're not going to improve, so you may as well learn a little bit about the Inters.
Yeah, that's what Jack Redmond's definitely opting for. He is on the set of the intermediate compound tyres. He is going for a learning experience around Baku, in case we do have some wet weather in the race.
I don't know really what the weather is just yet. But who knows? Obviously, if it starts wet and then maybe goes to dry, then obviously everyone will have done a bit of freedom of tyre choice.
Yeah, of course, if you're on the bottom 10, you do get free tyre choice, where the top 10 will all be on rain-affected softs. Which may not be the best thing in the world. As Legend Rosenberg is going to start another flying lap. Let's see how this one goes for the Dutchman. It's P4, it's not the worst starting position, has potential, and it's Baku. Anything can happen here in Azerbaijan. And this is very slow. This will not be an improvement in any shape or form for Legend Rosenberg. Head down towards turn number 3. We'll see where, yeah, he's very slow, and he just doesn't have the tyres because it is raining.
He's not even using the ERS. I think
yeah, I think it's just a learning.
Not the idea.
But look at that gap. Look at that gap in qualifying. 0.014 between Vestago Badi and Lewis McWilliam.
Yeah, I mean, Avesta is put in the lap when needed.
He did. Avesta did well, considering he wasn't even necessarily first.
Oh, into the wall. Into the wall. Front wing is
damaged. This lap is gone anyways. Let's have a look at the Inters. Let's see how Jack Redmond is doing on the intermediate compound tyres.
Oh, Danny's been disqualified.
Danny. Danny. He's been disqualified from 9th in the grid for being parked in a dangerous location.
That means
so I'll drive for the race.
Up into the top 10, and he is
that will be Juan, who has been put into the top 10.
And that means he will no longer have free tyre choice.
I'd say he's fuming. I say he is fuming. Jack's not doing a bad job in the Inters here.
You have to wonder now if we'll probably see a few more retirements.
Yeah, hopefully we do, as we don't really want to be sitting here watching them do laps that mean absolutely nothing.
That is one retired. He has no intention of improving.
No, he definitely will not improve. And I can't imagine we will get dry before the end of the session. Danny has said that he will start 9th. I don't think he's realised he has been disqualified from the qualifying session. Well, we'll get action for you in a few moments, folks. Brendan, Baku, do you reckon we're going to get a crazy race?
Well, anything can happen if it usually does.
Maybe we will get some shock winner, because there's a couple of drivers out of position. Jake Marsh is certainly out of position. Juan Hernandez is out of position. Luke Davis is some sort of out of position.
I mean, shock winner. Well, I mean, Enzo could probably start from, I don't know, Turkey and win.
Start from the other side of the world and needs still find a way to win in Azerbaijan. The Azerbaijan. The king in his castle.
On slicks. Doesn't make sense.
DRS. Who's still out on slicks?
Charlie.
Yeah, I don't know why you're using up all your slicks. You could use them in the race. He's gone straight on, and I'm just gonna hope these guys all retire now, as they have got a message from the admin, who is me, to retire from the session. Just waiting on Jack, Marcel, Jr. and Preston, and then we're all good to go.
Preston has now retired.
Jack is still out on track, so we'll get some sort of racing action. Let us know in the stream chat who you think is going to win here in Baku. Because we didn't have the most exciting qualifying session. There was only one lap for each, and then Jack Redmond going around a set of inters.
As he is probably prepared to yeet his car.
Oh, there we go. There goes the ass.
Oh, what a disaster.
Now we're sat looking at the pit carriages. Oh, here we go. Marcel, you're the only one left.
And, well, if Marcel retires here now, probably the first FER qualifying session where every single person has not finished the qualifying session.
There's one for the ride. There's one I will not be posting about, because that is an embarrassing record if you do not know the context. Just waiting on Marcel. we'll get going, surely. Once Marcel can I've got hope that we're not sat here for 3 minutes 41. At least when we had Jack Redmond out on track, we could still get a little bit of action.
I think Marcel will probably just...
Any time today, Marcel. This could be a long wait, bro. This could be a long wait. While we're here and waiting, if you want to check out our Instagram, feel free to. We have some nice posts and some videos got up today. You can check that out while you're waiting for the 3 minutes and 8 seconds for Marcel Machiera to retire from the session. It is Formula_virtual racing. You can check out our Twitter, which is FVRofficial. Check those out while we're waiting. It's now 2 minutes 57 now. You could be looking at some fine posts while we're waiting. Because it was a wet qualifying session.
Stream if they're looking at posts.
You can do both. Stick it on your TV. Have some dinner with the family while enjoying a fantastic Baku Grand Prix. 2 minutes 38 now. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. Hello to everyone's watching. Let us know who you think is going to win here in Azerbaijan. And let us know, do you think Marcel will eventually retire?
Well, we have the time here, so... Maybe, the championships...
Oh yeah, championship standings. I don't think they've been made, but I do have access to the spreadsheet.
Yeah. That'd be a good thing to access.
So, I have them here. And, The Drivers' Championship. It is Legend Rosenberg on top. They haven't been updated since Portugal. Marcel's retired. Perfect. Here is the qualifying results. It is Lewis McWilliam, the Scotsman, on pole ahead of Vestaco Badi in his AlphaTauri. Preston Brennan third. In McLaren, Legend Rosenberg 4th, Sam Davison in 5th. It is Brady Pollock in 6th, followed by Enzo King in 7th. Aaron McFall 8th, followed by Irishman Jack Redmond in 9th. Juan Hernandez 10th. Jake Marsh will start in 11th. Marcel Magiera will start 12th. Liam Redmond will start 13th for Williams. Top Williams once again. Gift Bashir will start 14th. Luke Davis will start 15th, followed by Clay Cannon in 16th. Charlie Goodrick will start 17th, and my screen's gone off. But it will be Adrian Teich 18th, Borbu 19th, and Danny Headcamper in 20th. And it is a sunny day in Azerbaijan for the Grand Prix.
Yep, a sunny...
Brendan, if you had to make a prediction, who do you think will win?
Lewis, he's on pole, and he said his race pace was,
He is on pole, but you have to remember, he was also first out on track.
Yeah, but he said his race pace was better than his quality pace, so...
Yeah, Lewis extending his run for most poles in FVR. He is most certainly very good in qualifying. He's very good in the race as well, don't get me wrong, but he has the record for most poles, not race wins. His teammate has the record for most race wins, Legend Rosenberg. Of course, them two have just come in and been absolutely dominant for Aston Martin. They are leading 1-2 in the championship once again. However, we had a different winner in the form of Jake Marsh last week. He was gifted the win after... He wasn't gifted the win, apologies, that's the wrong word. He was given the win after Lewis McWilliam received a post-race time penalty. There is the tyre choices. It is a medium for Jake Marsh, a medium for Marcel, and for Liam. Junior has opted for the soft compound tyres, which is an interesting choice. He's obviously expecting some form of an early safety car. Luke Davis is on the medium, followed by Chloe and Charlie. Adrian Teich is on the softs, and Borbune also opting for the softs in the Red Bull, and Danny Headcamper in the other Red Bull on the medium. Of course, there was two Red Bulls who were 1-2 in Azerbaijan for a while. In F1, they are currently still 1-2. However, there's a 9 and a 0 after it. Brandon, what's a typical strategy around Baku?
Whatever the safety car dictates.
Fair enough. I mean, fair enough. But if there's no safety car, what will we be looking at?
Well, most people will be looking to try a soft medium. Maybe some people might think a soft hard would be better. Then obviously for those on the mediums, they'd be trying to stretch their tyres to a soft stint. But quite often it is what the safety car does dictate.
Yeah, of course, safety car restarts are quite crucial here because you do have to keep them quite late. We've seen Juan Hernandez yesterday in Formula Virtual Racing Academy. He was so slow in the restart, he lost almost 4 positions just by everyone going quicker than him down the straight after the restart. Lewis McWilliam absolutely belting it around this formation lap. He is most certainly going for tyre temperature. Vestaco Badi, even still, a bit of a gap to Preston Brennan. Then when we get back, it of course is a little bit more clogged. Well, that is the way. Any surprises today, Brendan, would you say?
Well, from qualifying, 1 down in 10th, although he missed out because I think he couldn't just go out straight away like most other people.
Yeah, he was actually attending a university meeting while doing qualifying. So, there's a fun fact for you. You can, the first ever if you've ever to attend school while doing a race.
Well, yeah, let's see. Sometimes car placement can be the most crucial thing here.
Lewis McWilliam is already on the grid.
Yeah, but I'm just saying car placement, as I would know yesterday from FVRA, can be extremely crucial.
It certainly can into turn 1 and turn 3, because if you're in the wrong place, you will be absolute cream crackered into turn 1.
I got killed by a Ferrari yesterday.
Yeah, you're going to get killed at least once every time in Baku. It's a given. The rest of the cars lining up on the grid now will be Danny Headcamper on his return, who will line us up. He is miles behind everybody on that set of medium compound tyres. We're for 26 classic laps around the street of Azerbaijan. It is going to be a good one. Make sure to stick around. Hit the like and subscribe, of course, if you are enjoying the action. And let us know down below your thoughts on the Grand Prix. Jack's tyres are 12%, so it will be tyres bad at the top of the order. But here we go in Baku. For the final time in 21, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We are racing in Azerbaijan. What's the race start like? It's a terrible race start for Avestico Bardi. Legends up alongside. Preston Brennan in the third spot already. That's an excellent race start. Followed by Avestico Bardi, the two Mercedes tripping over each other at the back. They've dropped 6 positions and 4 positions respectively. Legend has tapped the inside wall on turn number 2. Avestico Bardi going to try and get the toe on him. He has not got the best restart at all. Brady Pollock trying to get past Sam Davis now for P5 in the other AlphaTauri. He's got a much better start round the outside, possibly for Brady. No, it is not. Lewis McWilliam keeps his advantage at the top of the order. It's Jack Redmond who's gone spinning. He has gotten spinning and he has stopped. He has stopped it just after turn number 4, I believe. Preston Brennan is right behind. He's got a much better start than Legend and Avesta. He is up to 2nd position, and it was a clean race start from the top of the order. Jack Redmond and the two Mercedes getting involved in incidents there.
Yeah, there you go. Mercedes are down to 12th and 13th.
Yeah, not good for them.
He started 7th, so he has had a terrible start at Baku. But we know you can't.
And McFall's actually gained a position. He is up to 7th.
Yeah, so not bad for Aaron.
Liam Redmond is up to 9th spot, gained 4 positions. He's our biggest mover so far on lap 1. Sorry, apologies. Danny Head-Camper's our biggest mover. He's up to 15th. Well, I think he may be headed, and that's Adrian. Adrian's first retirement here in Azerbaijan. He has lost it, and we have a virtual safety car. He's lost it. Oh, that's a dangerous spot. Oh, thank God he ghosted there. We have a VSC very early on here in Baku. Brendan, do you want to run through the winners and losers quickly under the virtual safety car?
Yep. And here we go. So Avesta's one of the biggest losers here, losing 2 positions off the start. Then
Preston's in. Early pit stop. Preston Brennan is into the pit lane.
That's for a hard tyre teammate. He's going to try stretch that to the end. Then
that is actually for a set of the medium compound tyres. He is going for the 2-stop and is taking advantage of an early pit stop here. That's a bold strategy call.
Preston, he has it. He could be a huge winner out of this. And then
he could also be a huge loser, as he's now at the back of a 17-car train.
Well, Liam, he is at... So he's gained a couple of places.
Oh, we go green. We go green here in Baku. And Adrian, he's left the session there after that DNF of Avestico Bardi. He's back up onto the provisional podium. Brady Pollock not looking too bad behind Sam Davis. He's almost trying a move already. But Jake Marsh up to 7th. He was one of the more disappointing ones in qualifying. However, he is on a set of the mediums. He's put up to 7th spot. Liam Redmond behind him up to 8th on a set of the mediums. But it is all still very close at the front. However, because of Preston Brennan's pit stop, Lewis McWilliam leads this Grand Prix by 1.2 seconds.
Yep. Question is now, will Legend get into the DRS? If he can, then this is going to be a big battle. If not, then it's just going to be a bit difficult for Legend.
Legend was pushing very much. He gained 2/10 there through the corners, but he made a bit of a mistake, and he may not get within that 1 second in this lap. Of course, he won't have DRS on this straight, regardless of where he is positioned. But he's not in that 1 second. He is in it now, thankfully, but he is burning a bit of his battery deployment, and the two Astons are absolutely flying away. Let's have a look at Sam Davis. There we go, on board with the Hassman. He's going to be trying a move on Avestico Bardi. Surely tucks into the slipstream of the AlphaTauri. Avesta holds it on the outside. Sam, is he going to flick to the outside? He is going to flick to the outside. Avesta also moving with him. That's great defending from the Ukrainian. Let's see where Sam Davis can go. Avesta holding to the inside line. This is good defence from the AlphaTauri in front. Normally Avesta can be a little bit scandalous, as some of the drivers describe it, with this defending, but this is all clean and fair from the Ukrainian. And he brakes really late on the brakes and almost forces him into the wall, and they have made contact. They have made contact very late on the brakes from Avestico Bardi, and it is Sam Davis who has pile driven into the back of the AlphaTauri in front. Let's hope he's no wing damage, as he does not deserve that in the slightest.
Just to watch for Preston here.
Oh, here we go. Aaron McFall around the outside of Brady Pollock. This is a bold one. No, doesn't work, and I can't see any scenarios where it would have. Well, it was a nice try from Aaron. He was trying that, as he does with Jake Marsh pressuring him behind on a set of mediums. Preston Brennan cutting through the pack. He's got past Gift Fichero into that corner, so it did work for him.
Yeah, so Preston already making moves, and now he has a little bit of clean air.
Legend Rosenberg has got into that DRS activation zone, so he is within the second of teammate Lewis McWilliam in the Aston Martin. Let's see how much he gains on the straight here. Keep an eye on that gap up the top of the timing tower on the left hand side of your screen.
Lewis is a
oh, something's happened. Yellow flag. It's a Red Bull. No, it's not. It's a Mercedes. It's Enzo King who has lost it there. And Brady Pollock losing a few positions. Brady into the pit lane. He's almost lost it. He slides his way into the pit lane. Does the AlphaTauri. Liam Redmond has passed Lightning Luke Davis for 8th spot. And it looks like Marcel could be fighting here. There's a lot of action on this main straight. Sam Davis has dispatched the AlphaTauri of Vestago Badi. Vesta's good defending. Could not do anything into turn number 1. He's going to attack him now, though. Sam with some aggressive weaving in from the Dutchman, but he is going to just pull his card the same way as Avesta did. Jake Marsh forces Aaron into the wall. Jake forces Aaron into the wall. No damage on the Alpine visually for him, thankfully. But I wonder what happened. Brady, he's absolute slided into the pit lane. Could have almost lost the car. He's behind Jack Redmond now in 18th position.
Yeah. I wonder if he actually wanted to get into the pits there.
Yeah, could have been shoved in, possibly. That would be disappointing for him.
For Preston, he is now in 12th, and he is probably going to be just slowly bringing that gap down, and he will have a sizable lead, but he may well have to do another pit stop.
Yeah, could most likely be another pit stop as something has happened there. We've a bit of a yellow flag. It's Gift Pichero in the wall of the castle section. First man to fall to the castle section. Let's have a look at our leaders. Legend is much closer to Lewis on this lap. He is 6/10 behind. So gained on that lap did Legend Rosenberg.
Oh, Junior's got to be careful. He's going to have to brake extremely early here.
Yeah, he's going to have cold tyres. Or warm tyres, apologies. Seems to have navigated it well. Legend Rosenberg right on the back of his Aston Martin teammate here. Very close indeed, as that's Kyle Davis, no, Sam Davis, apologies, Kyle doesn't race it, that's Sam Davis into the pits. So he will get on to the medium compound tyres. Danny Camper is flying on these set of mediums. He's on the back of Juan Hernandez already, starting from last. That is superb stuff from Danny Camper. Really showing his worth here is the reserve driver Dutchman.
And Preston, obviously, Preston isn't really catching Danny, but that might be a benefit maybe, because he will be able to run in clean air.
Yep, Danny absolutely flying. Jake Marsh is stuck behind the AlphaTauri of Vestago Badi. Jake almost on the podium on the set of mediums already. Of course, we've had a few soft running pit stops, but still an impressive feat nevertheless for Jake to get up there. Yeah. As it looks like Luke could be just Liam holding up a little bit of a train here. This is the train of Marcel, Danny, and Juan. Apologies, I stumbled over the names there. It's going to be interesting with the Aston Martins, because one of them's going to pit this lap.
It's just
something's happened. Charlie Goodrick. What's happened there, Brendan?
I believe he just clipped something in the castle, and it's ended up sending him into a spin.
Oh yeah, I think one of the Aston Martins could be pitting here, as one of them really has to, because one of them will get held up by the double stack if they do it the same lap. Who's it going to be? Neither of them pit. They will stay out for another lap. Legend Rosenberg could go with the leader. He's going to go down the inside of his teammate into turn number 1. The Astons swap positions. No battle, no defence from Lewis, although he's got the switch back on the inside. Legend could not do the move successfully. Had a lock up or something there. But he will have to stay second unless he can battle here. A couple of pit stops, I believe, or is that just battling? Juan Hernandez has dropped down to 8th spot. Legend is nowhere near close enough. Lewis just moves back onto the racing line. And the two Astons hold position for this lap. As Aaron McFall almost getting past Vestago Badi. Jake Marsh is past the Vestago Badi. Luke Davis and Aaron running 5th and 6th for Alpine. El Plan working so far as Danny's almost pushing Liam into the wall. Liam Redmond going to keep it on the inside? No, just going to hold position as he has to defend from Marcel. Danny Camper's got 2 and 1 there.
Yep, obviously
Oh, looks like Preston Brennan is trying around the outside. Preston on the back of this train now. He's got round the outside of Marcel Maggiera. That could be overtake of the week for sure, as Marcel down the inside once again on Preston Brennan. These two, this isn't going to end pretty. No, it is. Preston Brennan gets the move done on Marcel Maggiera, and he is now stuck behind Liam Redmond for 9th. Preston doing very well here. He is well clear of Sam Davis. He's going to try the inside of Liam Redmond. Oh, this is close at the mid-contact, and he's around and out of the Grand Prix. Goes Preston Brennan. The McLaren man is out. We have a full course caution in the form of a safety car, and this will let a lot of drivers into the pits. The McLaren man has made a very, very large error there and is out of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
That was
silly mistake. Absolute silly manoeuvre to go for. It wasn't going to work. Lewis has almost clattered the inside pit wall.
Legend obviously slowing down.
Yep, could I get the double stack here? Jake Marsh in as well. Jake Marsh could capitalise from this one possibly. Unsure to how. But we have a few pit stops, and it is Lightning Luke Davis who will lead us away under the safety car because he has stayed out.
Oh, Jake's had to get a front wing change.
Oh, that could have been from some contact possibly with a Vestigopadi. As Legend will come out behind Lewis. No, Sam Davis is here. Here comes Sam Davis. He's got Legend, and he will be in front of him. Interesting stuff. Oh, Legend's hit the back of him. Oh, the Dutchmen have made contact. Sam Davis has just got a drive-through.
No, wait. Hold on a minute.
What has gone on there? It is a drive-through penalty for Sam Davison.
But why? That would have to be speeding.
That is really... Avesta's got past Legend. In all that contact, Avesta sent one up the inside of Legend.
Right, but you're not meant to send one up the inside.
No, you are not meant to send one up the inside. It's that safety car.
Oh, and he's let him back through now.
He has let him back through.
So Legend now has a 5 seconds. And well, Sam, see, he got a drive-through for speeding. And then a 5 seconds. So that's...
Legend got the 5 as well. Legend got the 5. That has got very interesting in the form of Aston Martin and Sam Davis, the two Dutchmen, colliding.
No, but thing is, Sam got a drive-through for speeding, so he was trying to get Legend and get past.
So that's what happened there. He was slowing to avoid the drive-through, and Legend has pummeled into the back of him. Surely that's what's happened there. He was slowing to avoid the penalty.
I think that wouldn't be... So Legend's penalty will have to be removed.
If he serves it, which he will, because he's on the mediums, it cannot be removed, unfortunately. That is the way it works.
Well, obviously, yeah, if he serves it in the pit. But
yeah, if he serves it in the pits, it won't be removed. If he doesn't, it will be removed. But I can't really see him managing to last until lap 26 on this set of mediums.
50 car laps. Plus, Legend probably will be able to manage to start somewhat.
Yeah, he is, but he'll definitely won't win this race. And of course, he wants to win this race. He's leading the championship. Yeah. But it's a complete order change here. We'll get the tyres up for you now instead of the penalties, because it's a weird one. What's gone on there? Luke Davis and Marcel have both stayed out on the mediums. Lewis is on the mediums, but they are fresh. Sam on 2 laps old, but he does have that drive-through. Legend Rosenberg on the mediums. Vestigopadi mediums. Aaron mediums. Brady has 3-lap old mediums. He went for an early stop. Jake has gone for the hards, as he was already on the mediums. Juan on the mediums. Danny had Camber for a set of hards. Liam Redmond has gone for the softs, and Enzo on an old medium. Not old, 3-lap, it's old, but they are older. Charlie Goodrick on the mediums, Bob Bune on the mediums, Jack Redmond on a 1-lap old set of the mediums, with Chloe on the hards and Junior on 2-lap old mediums.
Yeah, so that is the state of play at the moment. Was the penalties for Kyle? Oh well, Sam. And,
yeah, don't worry, I'm making that mistake as well.
Well, yeah. And obviously, the only people who have not made a pit stop yet are Lightning Luke and Marcel Maggiera. Obviously, Lewis is going to need to get past. Then Kyle will be trying, or Sam. Oh.
Don't worry about it. We'll get used to it eventually.
Oh, yeah, Sam will be... Oh, Johnny's got 5 seconds for a collision with Enzo.
Oh, if Enzo gets a 5 here, he's going to be angry. It's technically his home Grand Prix.
Well, I think he had a home Grand Prix.
He has, but he basically owns this place.
Oh, yeah,
Because
true.
there is the king in his castle on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart caption. If he wins the race, I feel smart. Now I've come up with what I'm going to say. Leroy, hello Leroy in the chat, saying, Enzo, win this race, I'll give you a lifetime supply of Red Bull. How you get a lifetime supply of Red Bull? I do not know, Leroy, but...
I don't know, ask Nicholas Latifi.
Fair.
Or Vitaly Petrov, if you...
Oh, hey! That's a self-burn. No, you're not an Alonso fan. Never mind. Well, speaking of Alonso, it's an Alpine leading us away from the safety car restart. It will be Luke Davis. Will it be El Plan or will it be Alpine? Let's wait and see. Luke Davis will lead us away in Baku. He will have Marcel Maggiera behind him, and he will have the fierce Lewis McWilliam looking to get past. He's gone. Really good restart from Luke Davis as we go racing in Baku. Marcel will just gain in that toe once again, but he has not got anything too bad. There's been a collision at the back between the Williams and the Alfa Romeo, who are both last, but we go racing in Baku once again. Is there something down the inside from Sam Davis? They're in Legend. They've almost made contact again. There's some tensions between these two. This is actually Lewis McWilliam. He's fighting with apologies. Sam Davis has gone down the inside of the Aston Martin, and he gets the position. He's fired up the tyres much better. This is Legend's chance to get past his teammate before he does have to serve these penalties. Marcel Maggiera not close enough for the race lead. We drop back down the order. Is there any sort of fighting going on here? There isn't really. The only one sending one is Charlie Goodrick, who has sent one on Enzo King. Them two came together under the safety car. Charlie receiving a penalty for that. As Sam Davis is almost looking to send one on Marcel, as he knows he'll have Lewis behind him for the straight now.
Oh, see, Sam's going to have to be in the pit soon.
Sam is going to have to serve that drive-through penalty in the pit lane. Oh, don't send one in the castle section, Sam. He's thought about it. He's genuinely considered that one, which kind of scares me, because that is what he's willing to risk to get the gap to these guys before he does have to serve this drive-through penalty. And of course, the thing about the drive-through is he'll still be on the same old tyres when he comes out of the pits. It's not like he can even push it. Is he going to try one down the inside? He switched and swapped them, but he cannot go for the manoeuvre, and it will have to be the main straight. So he will have this Aston Martin behind him, and any good driver knows if you've Lewis behind you, something to be slightly concerned about is Legend. Legend has been pushed across the curb by Aaron McFall in the Alpine. Avestagobari almost going side by side with him here. Let's see what Sam Davis can do. He's got a clear past Marcel here, but Lewis going to get the double toe. This fight for the provisional race lead between Lewis McWilliam, Sam Davis, the Legend Rosenberg, and Aaron McFall. Sam to the inside. Lewis is going to possibly try the double here. This will be an impressive move if he can get it done. He's gone for the outside. He's off the circuit, and he's going to have to squeeze his way past Marcel Maggiera. Sure, he's not making that corner. He has made that corner. Excellent move by the Scotsman, who is in third position now in this Grand Prix, but I imagine Luke Davis will be swallowed up on these old mediums. These two really impressive driving from them. Aaron McFall could find himself under a little bit of pressure from the South African born Brady Pollock behind.
Yeah. And Legend now will be stuck behind Marcel Maggiera.
Juan Hernandez and Brady Pollock having a fight. Brady Pollock sent one up the inside. It's a dodgy place to go for a manoeuvre, but he's still going to fight this one round the outside possibly. As we see him appear there, he's keeping it up the inside, and they've both somehow avoided the wall. That is great racing from them two. Really impressive stuff, as it looks like Luke Davis could just be the thorn in Sam Davis's side, as Lewis almost pushing Sam into the wall.
And if Legend could just
Sam needs to make the move here. Sam needs to make the move here almost, because Lewis will most certainly swallow him up on the straight.
He'll have to be in.
Yeah, he'll have to be. Oh yeah, he'll have to be in. He's a drive-through penalty as Legend and Marcel. Legend squeezes up the inside of Marcel Maggiera. That puts a bit of breathing space between him and Avesta.
And I suppose now is Legend's chance.
As Lewis will hope to get past. Lewis's goal here is not to get past Sam Davis. It is to get past Lightning Luke Davis. Sam is surely into the pit lane to serve his drive-through penalty here. Yet in comes Sam, the service drive-through penalty. Lewis will not get past Luke Davis. Legend needs to pump it in these next few corners and hope to catch up to his Aston Martin teammate, as that will be his best shot of getting a result in this race, unless Luke Davis defends the Aston Martin man, but I genuinely don't think he has the pace to do so. Lewis burns the ERS. He'll be passed on the straight here, surely.
Maybe Luke could try hanging round.
He could try hanging around the outside, but I don't think it's going to work, as Lewis is down the inside and clear of the Alpine. Legend now has a car in between him and his main rival in this Grand Prix, which his main rival for the last couple of seasons has been his teammate. As just trying it back here, Sam Davis. Oh, spinner! And that's Charlie Goodrick, who's gone. Something's happened there. Well, we've just gone on board with the McLaren, and he has been sent round by something. It was a very aggressive spin, so not quite sure what's gone on there, but he has been sent round, unfortunately, for him. Bit of a train, though, developing behind Avesta Gobadi. Legend is side by side with Luke Davis. The last man who went side by side was Preston Brennan. But it is much better. Okay, it is. Apologies. It is much better executed by Legend. The gap up the front is now 2 seconds, though. Legend has a mammoth task to do to catch up to his teammate. Jake Marsh getting past Brady Pollock on the hard tyres. Jake Marsh making those hard tyres work now. He's his teammate in front of him. Marcel has not pit yet, remember. He will be going for the one stop, surely, at this point in the Grand Prix. He's struggling quite a lot now, though. Brady Pollock is going to try get past both of these now. One Ferrari on his right, one Ferrari straight in front of him, down through the middle goes Brady Pollock. It's going to be the double, possibly. Stuck in the middle with you. Will we sing it, Brady?
Get this one, maybe.
Oh, Brady's got him. Excellent manoeuvre for Brady Pollock, and it looks like something's happened here as Legend Rosenberg has fallen behind Avesta Gobadi. What is the front wing state on that Aston Martin is what I want to know, as Legend is now behind yellow flag, sector 1. There's some cars down. Some cars are down, and Aaron is past his teammate Luke Davis, who's slow in the entrance to the corner. Juan Hernandez gets the move done as well. The front wing seems to be all intact on the Aston. It is all intact from a visual perspective on the Aston Martin, but these F1 cars are so fine-tuned. The two Redmonds fighting here. Jack Redmond versus Liam Redmond. Liam Redmond is going to hang it round the outside as the Williams. You can just see there, he's always around. It is a spin for the Williams.
Oh, not a great day for the Williams here.
It is not a great day, as they're both now 15th and 16th, and one of the Williams lagging quite a lot there. They are 15th and 16th are Williams. Not a great day for them. Liam is on soft, so there's a confirmed another pit stop at least for him. And the gap at the front is now 2.5 seconds between Lewis McWilliam and Avesta Gobadi.
Yeah, so Legend, it's going to be our work cut out here. We probably need a little bit more luck somewhere.
Here he comes though, Legend Rosenberg. First goal is to get past Avesta. Next goal will be to catch his teammate Lewis. Whether he can catch him out in physical form or in strategy form, we'll wait and see. He's well past the Alpha here though. No real defence from Avesta, just the DRS and straight line speed is just so extreme here. Aaron McFall right behind these as well. He could get up into the scrap. 2.7 seconds is the target. 2.8 seconds is the target for Legend Rosenberg. He needs to catch that and get past his teammate in front if he wants to win this Grand Prix, and that's a yellow flag, and I believe that is Jack Redmond. That is the Haas of Jack Redmond gone. The two Williams having a fight there with Junior getting involved, but Jack Redmond will be involved in that one now. Something has happened there for Jack. Not been the best day here in Azerbaijan for the Redmond crew.
Yeah, well, Sam does say 13th, and he's well within this pack, so quite a possibility that he is able to get back into some decent points positions, although that 5 seconds will hamper whatever chances he does have, as Brady is up to 6th.
Brady is up to 6th. There's a high chance that he probably will keep that penalty, as it was really his fault. And the drive-through was for a different incident. Brady up to 6th, not doing too bad. It's been a good day so far for AlphaTauri, in fairness. They are doing very well here. What about the strategy here? Will these guys obviously be making another pit stop, as we still have exactly half the race to go?
Well, it depends on what tyre they're on.
So what about the mediums? What about the likes of our top 5?
Yeah, and see they could. Well, then again, it'll be their tire wear. Well, see, the rear tires wear more than the fronts. So if you struggle with maybe the rear tire wear and that, you may feel like you need to pit. Some people might be more equipped to handle it. Is it Luke is back past
Luke is
Brady?
back past Brady. That's an interesting one. Luke Davis back past Brady. Jake Marsh is going to get involved in this as Danny at Camper is on his outside. Danny is looking like a real prospect in this race, and he's going to go up to 8th spot. The Dutchman has not lost it. He may have gone for a while, but he is back. And Brady Pollock is back past Luke Davis for 6th position. Excellent stuff from the AlphaTauriman. Just going back to 2nd, Avesta is keeping with Legend here. No, never mind, he's just made a huge mistake as I've said that, but Aaron is right on the back of Avesta. He'll be fighting him now.
Well, 2.7 seconds. I don't know.
2.5 seconds now. Lewis obviously made some sort of mistake somewhere. It is Baku though, so anything can happen. We may get a safety car. We may get Lewis planting it in a wall. Of course, last time we raced in Baku, the man who went on to win the championship, Jack Redmond, did not finish the Grand Prix.
I mean, yeah. Was Danny a camper up 12 positions by now?
Yeah, he's doing really well. Here comes Aaron McFall. Avesta's lost slipstream, and Aaron may find this move a little bit more straightforward for the Irishman. Up the inside goes Aaron McFall, and it is a fairly straightforward move. DRS moves are fairly easy around this circuit. Realistically, he is past them. Juan Hernandez is the next man to try get past Avesta. A chat comment saying Adrian to win the championship. No, it's a bold one, but anything can happen in Formula Virtual Racing, and it usually does. Battle for 16th is the most exciting one on the circuit almost now. Junior getting back past Chloe once again. And two, swapping and changing at the back of the pack.
A nice 5 brewing here.
Just for context, Luke still hasn't pit yet, and neither has Marcel.
Honestly, they are going to be waiting for a potential safety car.
Yeah, they are definitely. Legend is slowly fading away from Lewis McWilliam. Lewis going through the castle section. Now he's hockeyed it through there. But the Scotsman doesn't really look like making a mistake today. He's been absolutely solid today. And so has Legend, apart from that incident with Sam. He has looked really good.
See, Legend, he'll drop down, I believe, to 5th.
I think he will, yeah.
He misses his braking like that and nearly hits the wall.
And that was bad for him. Aaron McFall is on his tail now. Aaron McFall is definitely on his tail. Aaron looks to be the quickest man on the circuit apart from Lewis right now. He's got past Avesta on the previous lap. He's going to try and get past Legend Rosenberg on this lap. Into the toe goes the Alpine. Legend will defend him a bit more than Avesta did for sure. As that is Aaron past Legend Rosenberg prematurely. Can Legend fight it? No, does not have enough straight line speed, and Aaron is clear. Well done, Aaron. He is up to 2nd position now as the Alpine. Good pace from him.
Kyle, or Sam, up into the points.
Yeah, still pace in that Haas. Still a lot of pace in that Haas. As we have a big battle for 7th here. Danny Head Camper's the next man to try and get past Luke Davis. Danny looking very good. Liam Redmond has boxed for I don't know what tyre, but it is Jake Marsh gone round the outside. Oh, he's into the wall. Jake's in the wall. Jake Marsh has clattered the wall and most certainly taken off his front wing.
No damage. That Ferrari front wing is still there on the car.
God, that thing's made of steel. That is a steel front wing of the Ferrari. It may lose them some straight line speed, but at least it won't break. Aaron has picked up a 3-second time penalty. And
that was Jake.
So, no, Aaron picked up one as well.
No.
Jake has picked one up as well now with a steel front wing. Beautiful helicopter shot here of Baku. And we do need to go up the top order again as Avesta could try attack Legend. Juan could also try attack Avesta.
So Enzo is not really going too well for him as is circuit.
No, it is not at all. Juan Hernandez is going to really struggle to get past Avesta Gobadi. Once Avesta has this DRS off a Legend, these are all very spaced out on the straights, but once they get to the corners, they tighten up again.
Yeah, but at the moment, it's going to be Lewis P1, Avesta P2, Juan P3, Aaron P4, and Legend P5. A 15-point swing in the championship.
Yep, that's a really good swing in the championship for Lewis's perspective. Sam Davis is onto the back of this train now. He is trying to get past Jake Marsh, and Danny still cannot get past Luke Davis. Danny on the hards is struggling just to get past. He still has good pace, but he is just struggling to get past this. Is he going to send one? Jake wanted to send one, and Sam Davis almost ran up the back of Jake Marsh. That could have been very, very bad for him. But he's kept his wing out of trouble this time.
And Sam is pretty much just stuck there, and he feels like he just
baffled for a second. But Aaron is around at the castle section. The Alpine has made a mistake, and he has spun at the exit of the castle section, and his front wing is gone. And that's Danny gone, and that's Charlie gone, and they're all falling here on lap number 17. We have a safety car. We have a safety car.
Now that has brought Legend right back into it. Now the question is, will he be able to serve that? He's going to drop positions, but that penalty is going to be gone.
That was a very hectic couple of corners.
Yeah.
Aaron crashed, Charlie is gone, meaning no points for McLaren today. And something also happened, Danny hit camper. And something also happened, Luke Davis, as he's sent to 12th. Legend stayed out! Legend Rosenberg has stayed out.
He'd have a double stack otherwise. Plus he's thinking, oh no, he's not going to get anything out of this.
What?
That safety car is there. And that means the pack is just going to be right there. And he's going to fall.
That means his teammate, Lewis McWilliam, will be on fresh softs behind him. Avesta's gone for the medium. Juan for the soft. Oh, Juan's made a mistake! He's almost ran into the wall. What has gone on here? What is the thinking behind this strategy for Legend Rosenberg?
Maybe they know.
He is not put under the safety car. He has a 5-second time penalty. And he has 10 lap old mediums on his Aston Martin. Everybody else is pit for a fresh set of softs or a fresh set of mediums, meaning everyone's back in the game here, and we will have a sprint to the finish.
Yeah, we have to look at tyres now.
What my knowledge yesterday was, in the Formula Virtual Academy race, I boxed for the mediums on this time. By the end of the race, the softs were crippled, and I still had a lot of tyre wear left. But it was a little bit earlier. It was lap 16, it wasn't 18. This is 18, so the tyres may have a bit more of a chance.
Yeah, the thing is, I still think like the tyres still be fine by the.
Aaron has left the session. He's currently still 7th. I think that could actually genuinely be a disconnect.
Well, just to look here, see, Liam is now back up to 12th.
Yeah, Liam pit a lap earlier for a fresh to the softs.
And he's probably said he was glad he didn't retire in the pit, so he has now got a bit of a lifeline here. See, now, a safety car can sometimes breed more safety cars, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, I do totally get what you mean there. Of course, we could get one, it closes the pack together. They're obviously going to have some sort of incident. When they're all right beside each other, Aaron's falling down the positions.
Legend pitting? No. He's going for this one.
He's going for this. He's sent it, unless maybe he's expecting another safety car.
Yeah.
Or just something to happen at maybe turn 1 and turn 3, where he can get a clear gap on everyone else.
Yeah,
because surely, as it stands, he has no hope of even finishing on the podium in this Grand Prix.
But like, yeah, it wouldn't even just, in theory now, he probably will be. You could probably nearly dump him out with a point. Because you have him on 11 lap all mediums. The best of the grip's gone, and there's about 6 laps left, so it's not as if his medium.
Right now he would finish 9th.
It would level out. You've got Lewis on brand new softs.
Like if Lewis can just keep this clean, he'll easily get past him into turn number 3.
But
he could get past him into turn 1.
Medium, so you'd be believing that he will have the benefit.
I believe he'll be the quickest man on the circuit at the end if he can just keep it clean. I believe the quickest man on the circuit by the end of the race will be Sam Davison, because Sam Davison knows how to keep up with these guys on the softs, on the mediums. He has extreme pace around this Baku City Street circuit.
So you're saying if Vesta could keep it clean, now...
That's like saying that pigs will fly, but oh my lordy, there's been 4 penalties that have just come up on the screen. Luke Davis has got a 5, Borbune could possibly have got a 5, and I don't really know what's happened there. But my god, are we in for an interesting end to this Grand Prix, because if Lewis gets himself into a bit of trouble here with getting past his teammate Legend, who is no slouch, even though he's on 11 lap old mediums, he is absolutely no slouch of a Grand Prix driver. We are in for a fantastic end to this Grand Prix.
He's begging for that safety car to speed up.
Legend is probably begging for the safety car to stay out for a few more laps.
Stay out, yeah. But then that means if eventually he will get absolutely swallowed up.
His wish may not be granted, as the safety car is in this lap, and Legend, he needs to do something clever here to catch out his teammate and just maybe hope that his teammate will get swallowed up by a Vesta or something. Because right now we are in for a mass championship point swing, because Legend is disadvantaged in all areas apart from the fact he is leading the Grand Prix. That's a Murray Walker-ism if I've ever heard one. But here comes Legend, he will lead us away. When's he gonna go? When's he gonna catch out his teammate? Lewis is weaving, Legend is weaving. They're having a party here, he's left it late, he's leaving it very late, and we're gone! We go racing in Baku! He's caught him out slightly, but a Vesta's pulled all the way over to the pit wall to try and not get moved. Lewis very late on the brakes into turn 1. Legend is already struggling, and Lewis is already alongside his teammate. Side by side into turn number 2. Lewis McWilliam takes the lead of the Baku Grand Prix. He's already passed. It is a disaster for his teammate, Legend. Lewis has not waited around. Is Legend going to send one up the inside? No, backs off. What is happening here between the Aston Martins? This is crazy for Legend. He has gone for the worst strategy possible, and he will absolutely fall in the championship, and there will be a massive point swing as it stands, because he has this 5 penalty and he is going to struggle with his tyres greatly. Juan Hernandez looking to try and get past the Vesta, but he's bumped the Vesta and he's got past him. Bit of a push to pass, as they'd say in IndyCar. He has got past, and Brady Pollock now will be trying to get past his AlphaTauri teammate, who is in 4th spot. But it's getting a bit chaotic down the order. There's a couple of penalties. Marcel is trying to get past Sam Davis, who had that early drive-through. And Sam may struggle on the mediums for the opening couple of laps. He will be quick then, though. He will be very quick then. Legend is already 1.2 seconds back on his teammate Lewis. Unless maybe Aston Martin have decided to work together here, and Legend will just back everybody up.
Well, it's not really going to work... well, to perfection anyway. As Juan Hernandez is slipstreaming as...
yeah, Legend almost diving into the pit lane. Oh, he's gone into the pit lane there, but Juan Hernandez just passed for 2nd spot. Legend has not even if he was trying to defend, he's did a terrible job of it. He's trying to send one up the inside. Speaking of sending one up the inside, it's Jake Marsh who sent one up the inside. He's passed Brady Pollock for P5. Last week's race winner has had a great race so far after a poorish qualifying. Sam Davis could also look for a move here, but this fight continues between Vesta and Legend, as Vesta is now past Legend Rosenberg. Legend is down to 4th. As Jake is still fighting with Brady. These two side by side. I have to say my hat's off to Brady Pollock. That is fantastic defending to keep the fiery Britain behind. We have a yellow flag. I believe it's for Gift Pachero, but I could not confirm that. As these two still fighting, this is not going to end well here. I believe that yellow flag is for Gift Pachero. Jake and Brady still fighting as we head into the narrowest section of the circuit up here. The castle section that is infamously known. We're side by side. Brady backs out. Quite clever there from the South African. As Legend is going very slowly. What has happened to Legend? He's going very slowly. As he's defending the inside in a flat-out corner, you know you're in trouble when that is what you have to avoid to. He's weaving all over the spot, is Legend. Jake is trying to send one up the inside, but it's not working. We're on lap 21 of 26, and the race is falling away from Legend. He might not even score points at this rate. I think he will, as there is a few people who have penalties.
Yeah, but look at the bottleneck you've got.
Here comes Jake. He's weaving in a straight line. No, that's not a good sight for a racing driver. He is weaving in a straight line as Legend to try keep the young Briton behind. That is dangerous at its highest order. We're 3 wide down the Baku City Street Circuit straight, and it's Brady Pollock. We're almost 4 wide into the corner. Legend's around. Legend Rosenberg's been spun round, and karma has hit at its highest order, and the Aston can do nothing but sit there in heartbreak. The Aston Martin of Legend Rosenberg is in 13th position and out of the points. He will not score points today. He will not score points today, and his teammate will win the Grand Prix, meaning we have a 25-point swing in the championship. Sam and Brady are in the wall. They've tagged each other, and it's all falling apart in terms of cleanness here in Baku. It's all falling apart. Enzo's up to 5th out of absolutely nowhere. Jake is up to 4th. Lightning Luke up to 6th. It's just come out of nowhere. It's just chaos everywhere you look. It's even very hard to commentate on this one. It's just all crazy driving. And Sam Davis and Brady have had some sort of contact there. They were both in very good positions. Jake's out. Oh no, he's not. He's smashed into the castle section and completely stopped. And his front wing is gone. His front wing is completely gone, and that's another driver to fall to the famous Baku walls. We have a safety car here in Azerbaijan. Legend still might get some points out of today, but this is just getting even more crazy.
Well, Enzo's up to 4th, so he has pulled whatever trick he usually pulls. And Leon is not happy at all with Marcel Aguirre.
Yeah, the team is not happy at all with Marcel. I imagine we'll get no pitters here. The soft's easy to the end. But
yeah, but you might see someone pit, because the soft, they can just snap off just like that.
They can. But also, this will close up Juan and Lewis.
Yeah, and Legend will be nearly praying now for El Plan to...
And there's a couple of pitters. Now he's up into the points now, so Williams may get a result out of today. Jake is in the pits. Oh, it's a double stack of Ferrari. And Jake is also serving a penalty.
Oh, that's a Ferrari pit stop if I've ever seen one.
Despite Legend possibly getting into the points, there will certainly be a penalty heading his way for weaving in a straight line. Not weaving in a straight line, apologies. Moving in the straight line to block Jake. Some level you can do it to. That is too far. That has crossed a line. I have to say though, AlphaTauri will get a fantastic points result here for the championship. 3rd and 6th as it stands, with Luke and Enzo having penalties in front of Brady. But we're going to get 3 laps or 2 laps of racing here. Juan Hernandez is right behind Lewis, and these two could go racing.
And I think it'll be certain Dutchman thinking, please just have one slight piece of contact.
There's a lot of drivers here who will be hoping they both absolutely clatter into the barriers.
Do you have like the fully updated championship standings?
I don't, unfortunately. I just know it is Legend leading and it is Lewis in 2nd. But I think if it ends up like this, Lewis will certainly take the championship lead. As Legend also had Jake 5 for ignoring yellows. That'll probably be removed if I'm honest, unless he has made some... Oh, that'll be removed as he was overtaking Aaron's AI. That is the problem there. I have to say, Williams 9th and 10th now. They could definitely get a result out of this. Definitely can get a result out of this.
I mean, if they want to try and make something of it, one of them, whoever that may be, should probably go on, and the other just try hold up the rest of the pack. Give them a little bit of breathing room, because we're going on to lap 24, and we're only 2 laps, so if you can even hold them up for maybe a lap, then...
Yeah, of course, it will be a bit chaotic because we will only have 2 laps of racing. And Juan will certainly be gunning to take his second Formula Virtual Racing win. Enzo's penalty is for track limits, to confirm there, Leroy. So he will be probably not getting that removed. Danny's 5 now. That's passing Aaron probably again.
Yep. Oh wait.
Oh, Legend 5 again, overtaking Aaron.
Well, some penalty removals.
Yep, some penalty removals. Although, as it stands, they will have absolutely no effect, as Danny's 13th and Legend is 15th.
But you know what can happen.
Anything can happen in Formula 1, and it usually does. Anything can happen on the last 2 laps in Azerbaijan, and if you watch Formula 1, you will know it usually does.
Yeah.
Let's just hope Juan doesn't keep his brake magic on.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's a part of El Plan here.
I don't think that's a part of the game, honestly. If you had brake magic, I think you're getting a little bit too technical.
Turn your brake bias the opposite way.
Yeah, or you keep your ERS on, maybe. Anything can happen, really. I've said anything can happen quite a bit today. Ignore it. Khalil saying, I'm not to blame. It's not like I make the standings. May have to review your contract there, Khalil. But we will be going racing this lap no matter what, because we must have a minimum of 2 laps of racing. That is the way the game works. Even if the safety car came out now, we'd still only have 2 laps. We'd still have 2 laps of racing. But Lewis will lead us away. He wants to catch out Juan, and he's going to leave this very, very late. This is excitement in its finest. It'll be a shootout between Juan and Lewis, and Vesta possibly for the race win.
Can Juan redeem himself for the safety car restart he had yesterday?
Yeah, that was terrible in what he did yesterday. Lewis, though, he's very good at these restarts. He finished second here in season 3. Apologies, did Lewis?
Beautiful conga line we have.
Come on and do the conga, do. Right, here's the conga. The conga is done for the drivers. Now it is action stations and get ready to go as we go racing in Azerbaijan. It's a fantastic restart for Lewis, but look at the slipstream. Juan Hernandez will get on the back of the Aston Martin. Surely it's ascended to 1 for Juan Hernandez. There he is alongside. No, not close enough. He will wait for the next straight as Lewis has run a bit wide, but Juan's almost made a mistake, and he's made a big mistake there that could cost him in this Grand Prix. The Spaniard still tucked in behind the Aston. Surely he's not going to let Lewis get away from him, because if you let Lewis bolt away from you, you're done. You won't catch up to him. Lewis has extreme pace here, but Lewis McWilliam will lead us into the second sector, and surely that's it for Juan until the next straight. He needs to just find a way to keep with the Aston Martin for this section of the track. Avesta Badi keeping the car in there, though. Something goes wrong in front. He could still find himself in the mix here. The Williams, something's happened to Williams as slow. He's down to 15th spot from the points, but Liam is still in the points, so could still score some there. Juan Hernandez needs to keep in the DRS. There won't be DRS, but he needs to keep within a close gap of Lewis McWilliam into the castle section.
Legend with ascend into 7.
Legend is trying to get some spots out of this race.
Trying to keep it there, but just couldn't, and he had to back off there before the castle.
We'll get the ERS up on screen now, although I imagine Juan is burning a bit. They're both fairly even, in fairness. It is going to be very, very close on this final lap, as Juan will be doing everything he can to get past Lewis McWilliam, because Lewis McWilliam will lead us down the straight for the second final time. 2 realistic overtaking opportunities for Juan Hernandez. Lewis is burning, Juan is burning. Who burns the most? It will be down the straight as there's a yellow flag, and it is Jake Marsh and Legend Rosenberg who have gone. Here we go. Juan is not close enough for a move here, but he may be close enough into turn 3 if he can just keep his Mercedes. Avesta Gobadi could get involved in this one. He's going over second, possibly. Down the inside goes Avesta Gobadi, and he pushes Juan into the wall. Into the wall. Oh, it's horrendous driving from Avesta. Enzo King will be back back on the podium in Azerbaijan. But that's it. Lewis McWilliam has possibly won this race due to some silly actions from Avesta Gobadi. Legend is out of this Grand Prix. He's retired in the pits. There's absolutely no points whatsoever. Unless Avesta can send one on Lewis into some corner, he will not win this Grand Prix. That was just poor driving from Avesta on Juan, as looks like Sam Davis that could sneak his way up into the high order here. Avesta still keeping with Lewis, but this is not good for Avesta, as he is coming off a race ban for bad driving. His future will possibly not be confirmed very much. It'd be nice if he could end his career possibly on a race win. We'll see. Lewis is struggling a little bit with the tyres. The tyres will be going off a bit here. One more lap and Lewis could find himself in a spot of bother. We'll see what the ERS is. It is in favour of Lewis McWilliam. So surely if Lewis can just keep it nice and tidy out of these last few corners. Avesta very late on the brakes. This race is not over just yet, but Avesta's made a bit of a mistake. And Jake Marsh is out of this Grand Prix now after in a good position. And Avesta's gone a bit too hot and heavy into there. Will be a drag race to the line though, as there's a lot of position swapping on the timing tower. The AlphaTauri is not close enough to the Aston Martin, and Lewis McWilliam, he will... No, this is close. This is going to be very close across the line. Lewis is weaving. It's almost neck and neck. This is going to be very close across the line. Avesta's close, but Lewis is weaving. And Lewis McWilliam will win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix by 0.05. Enzo King will... Oh, we've got 3 wide here. This is all close. It's going to be so close for 4th. It will be Juan Hernandez, Brady Pollock, Luke Davis, Sam Davis, Marcel Magiera, Gift Bichelle. Borbune will get 6th. Borbune's gone up to 6th. Fantastic from Borbune. Borbune is up to 6th. That is crazy. Borbune driver of the day for sure. He is up to 6th. Brendan, what do you make of that one?
Oh, well, crazy, as it usually is at Baku. And I'd say we've probably got a bit to look through, as maybe Brazil wasn't great. It was just not clean at all. This was maybe a bit more just subtle than anything.
But it's a fantastic end to the Grand Prix. Lewis McWilliam winning by the narrowest margin. It was a very narrow margin between the top 2. It is a very narrow margin at the end. Enzo King finishes on his podium in his possibly his favourite circuit, Azerbaijan. He still gets a podium. Juan Hernandez finishes in 4th. Brady Pollock in 5th. Borbune 6th with a fantastic result for Bohr. 7th for Luke Davis. 8th for Sam Davison, 9 for Marcel, and 10 for Gift Bichero. No points for Williams in the end. Liam gets 11, Danny at Camper 12, Chloe 13th, Aaron 14th, Jack 15th, Jake 16th, Legend 17th, Charlie 18th, Preston 19th, and Adrian 20th. A lot of front runners not scoring points today. Aaron, Jake, Legend, Charlie, Preston not getting points today. As Brendan, who would win the Meme Malone Safety Award? I think I know who I'd give it to, but it's not Meme Malone.
I suppose Borbune.
Borbune, yes, that's who I was going for. Well done, Bor. Excellent stuff from him.
Oh yeah, and Avesta, I think he's definitely going to get a penalty for that, I would have to say. Because that move was just not great.
It was not great at all, although I do think that is all we do have time for here in Azerbaijan. I do hope you enjoyed that Grand Prix. I certainly did. It's always fantastic to commentate on these races with you, Brendan. It was a close one in the end. And Enzo celebrating in the chat. Lewis saying Azerbaijan is defeated. I'm sure Enzo will be happy with 3rd there. But Brendan, any final thoughts?
Well, that's the end of the calendar year for FDR. And say a good enough year. On the next track, I believe, would be Bahrain. The start of the year.
An interesting one. Lots of racing.
But are we going to be starting? Are we going to have next week off for Christmas and then do it?
I believe it's a 2-week break, and we'll be back. I can get the exact date for you. I believe it is a 2-week break. We will be back on the 8th of January for the Bahrain Grand Prix.
Well, pencil that one into the calendar on your phone.
Yep, set that one. Set an alarm for it. Make sure to wake up every morning and go, FUO's back on the 8th. We'll see you then. Make sure to keep up with our social media channel, but with all the latest FUO gossip. Happy Christmas to all. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you next time.